Hi guys, today's video is a short bike ride. It's about this fallacy here. You can see it's hot outside. There's a giant parking lot here. Absolutely enormous, all blacktop. This blacktop here makes it hotter in the summer. Blacktop is very, very stupid. Looks pretty. Against the green grass there, it looks good, but in reality, it's like a giant heater, and it heats everything up, which is not fun in the summertime. Now you wouldn't want to walk across that barefoot; your feet would burn. Well, you can see this fallacy here. It's known as a what's in the USA called a church. It has absolutely no value to anybody except the people that are profiting from it. As you can see, there's no one using this building, this facility. It's a multi-million-dollar complex, but it's only open, I think, 1 or 2 days a week. When they are open, they're just using mind control on simple people to get them to come back and pay them more money. And it works pretty good because they got the corporation in on the scam, so they don't have to pay any tax. So they don't really give back anything to society at all. They just take and take and take, under a false pretense that they're doing good work, when they're actually just making people simple and stupid and telling them what they want to hear, much like if anybody watched the Moody address the U.S. Congress, a bunch of baboons, probably, I don't know, several hundred baboons in there, and Moody trolled them. Moody told them what they wanted to hear, and they clapped and applauded like a bunch of dumb, ignorant people they are, because they really are just dumb people. So yeah, this is about a fallacy, and there are many fallacies, but here in the USA, or America, that's been occupied by the U.S. corporation that has endangered and harmed so many over the hundreds of years, ever since the occupiers really took over. There are millions and millions of homeless people. If you go out and you look at the go in the woods, or you go out of sight, or on the streets on a poor part of town or something, you will find that there are millions and millions of homeless people. And if you are homeless and you want to, say, get a shower, clean yourself, you're going to find this literally impossible. There's nowhere you can get a public shower. There's nowhere you can get a safe place to store your stuff. Food, you can get food. Food's somewhat, you can get maybe a card if you've got credentials. But other than that, there's basically no assistance. Now, there's probably billions of dollars given to assistance, but none of it actually goes to the people who need it. It just goes to middlemen, pretending to help, while they funnel the money into their private bank accounts. So if you're working class, for instance, I'm currently working as a working class individual. Conditions are not very good either. I make barely enough to cover my my housing and food, and that's about it. And I maintain my bicycle. Now, a car, having a car would be out of my affordability. I couldn't afford a car at this point. But I like a bicycle, so I'm happy with a bicycle. But for instance, if I have a gap in employment and I need to go get unemployment, I have been down that road, and the unemployment fails every time. I've tried it twice when I was completely eligible, and it failed. So a lot of people, they've been in the system. The older people, they had a lot easier. Things worked out. If they needed unemployment, it probably worked out for them. But my generation and the new generations are screwed, because there's no there's no safety nets, right? These are mass corporate entities owning all the businesses, and basically owning everything. And none of the, there's no support. If you need help, there's really nothing out there. You're just, you're on your own. There's no government help. There's no protection. There's no, if you need a shower, you need to get a shower. You think the town would have somewhere you could go and get a shower. There's nothing. You need to wash your clothes. Better hope you can get some money for laundry. And maybe you try panhandling. Well, then the police come and beat you or chase you off or shoot you or tase you or something bad happen. I've been threatened multiple times. Been threatened by sheriffs before. I was once in, I couldn't afford water. I didn't have any money. I was at zero. And I had a sign out. I was asking for funds so I could, so I could survive. And I had no money. I couldn't get water. And I really didn't want to drink out of the bathroom sink at a gas station. So I went by the highway and I did what they call panhandling. And the sheriff came along and told me he was going to throw me in a jail cell if I didn't leave. And I tried to explain to him that I had a right to do so. And he basically, he said he was going to, throw me in a jail cell. He didn't want to hear it. So my respect for the sheriffs is at zero. To me, they're just the same as a robber or a rapist or a criminal. No respect. So a little bit about me, about my background. I've been a law student now for about 4 years. I do have papers. I am lawful, and I observed the condition of the world, and there is mass poverty here in the USA, and this is all over the world as well, and mass misuse of resources. For instance, this fallacy here that mind controls the ignorant people that go into this facility, and you can see it's just a mass misuse. A multi-million-dollar building. Can anybody go get a shower there? Probably not. You're hungry? Not gonna happen. You're homeless? All this room here, they could house probably 1,000 people here, maybe 500 people here. Nobody. So yeah, this is a misuse, and this is trash. So yeah, just point of view from the curbside here.